Hey guys, Dev here, and welcome to my new video. So this is my first Q&A for you guys. I've been getting heaps of questions coming in, so today I'm just going to go over a bunch and get them answered for you. The first question comes from Zap, and he asks, can the Dark Iron Helm be sold on the AH? Because there's none on my server. What's the best go-to to get it? Ask around in trade. So the Dark Iron Helm requires a blacksmith that's honoured with the Thorium Brotherhood. You can grab the mats for this. It's fiery cores, lava cores, and dark iron bars. And it needs to be created inside Blackrock Depths. So if you're going to do a run for this, you want to zone into BRD, go through the gates on the right as if you're going to Angerforge, run towards Angerforge, but when you go through the bridge door that's normally locked, jump out the window instead, wait for the mobs to reset, then jump down to the lower platform. If you head to your right, you'll head to the Dark Forge there, the Dark Anvil, sorry. And you just need to kill the boss. As a pally, just heal whoever's your blacksmith is. Hopefully it's a warrior. And once the boss is dead, he can grab the helm for you. You'll probably need to tip him for this service, maybe like 20G. So the first question comes from Rasta over on my Discord, which if you haven't joined is literally the perfect place to get help with anything you guys need. We can have a bit more of a back and forth, a little bit more than the YouTube comments, but obviously I do read all my comments. He asks, Dev, do you recommend going with one hand specialization 5.5 or does it not scale with Consecrate? So in TBC, one hand spec was changed to include all damage, and that includes things like the Thunder Fury proc as well. So I found that interesting. In Classic, one hand spec only affected white damage, so it wasn't that good of a talent. But yeah, for TBC, it's all damage, which is a really nice improvement. So the next question comes from Bill, and this was on the 2K subs post. He said, great work. Do you have a Patreon? Now, at the time when I put that up, I didn't. I've made one this morning. So if you guys don't know, I now make Dev Tanks videos basically full time. I did lose my job as a DJ at the start of COVID and looked around for a while trying to find something new and hadn't really found anything. So I decided to go all in on my YouTube channel and see where that could take me. Patreon's just a really cool way for you guys to give like $1 or $2 a month. And that just helps out with things like getting new hard drives, paying the bills, buying me food, all that kind of cool stuff that you need to live. Lets me focus more on the video creating side of things and not have to worry so much about the financials. Obviously completely optional. By even being here watching my videos, that's a huge help, and I appreciate each and every one of you. But for the people that do want to, support the channel a little bit more, there's that option now. Okay, so the next question comes from about 10 different people, and this is on the how to gear fast guide. I forgot to do the hands. So hand options, if you want BOEs, Dark Iron Gauntlets are the fire res piece. Icebane would probably be my number one pick if you can afford it. Unfortunately, on my server, the crafting mats of the Dark Iron stuff has shot up because everyone's trying to get Dark Iron Helms. I think I've made about 5 of these yesterday. And some of you guys watch the channel, so thanks for the support, boys. Another BOE you can check for is Stone Grip Gauntlets. If you are going to dungeon for gloves, my number one pick would be the Deathbone Gauntlets from that set with the Stam, the MP5, and the defense rating. So, no idea why I thought we don't have hands, but Paladins do have hands, and we need gloves. So, there's your pieces for that. Okay, so next question I'll cover will be from Daniel, and he said, great video. Do we think we can boost Stockades with boosted gear as a Prot Paladin? So I actually got some experience in this through one of my friends. He boosted a pally and he's been trying to sell stocks. He seems to be having a really hard time early on. Of course, you can do stocks one mob at a time. It's just how fast can you do stocks and do people want to pay you for that service? So he now has a Demon Forge breastplate, and I gifted him a Skullflame as well to get him on his pally journey. And he said that's been making a lot of difference. He's getting down to like a 2-pull now. I think once you can 2-pull, you can sell your runs. But you definitely want to get some gear first. If you can get that Demon Forge breastplate, that's really going to help you early. So definitely go for that. And then use that to do like maybe 3 pulls, save up and get yourself a Skullflame shield. Next question comes from Jake, and he said, based on the fact you play Prot, I'm assuming you're dungeon grinding. Could you do a guide on what gear you're going to take if and when it drops, and what you intend to go out into the world to grab ASAP while launch is going on? Might be a bit of a stretch, but I imagine a few of us would love to see that content as I'm going Paladin for the first time and would appreciate it if you could make it happen, XO. Yep, that's definitely a great video idea, Jake. Thanks for the suggestion. So My mother is actually coming to visit on launch week. I haven't seen her in like 3 years, so I won't be playing as much as I'd like. But when she leaves, my plan is to go hardcore and really catch up. I'll be about five days behind the curve, unfortunately. But I will still do my best to get some videos out for you guys. Seth asks, Dev, what would you consider a decent price for the Die Maul tribute loot? I'd say I'd be happy to pay about 50 gold for a piece, and that's obviously for the cloak for paladins, but if you have other alts as well, anything more than that, I don't think it's really worth it. L asked, why no High Warlord Healing Mace as a weapon? So I don't rate this purely based on the fact it needs 19,000 honor, which is just going to take so long, and I did joke to him that the guide's called How to Gear Fast, not How to Gear Slow. I think the time commitment at this point for that weapon, it's just too high. So the next question was from a lot of people, and that came on the Scarlet Monastery boosting guide. So I didn't include talents in the guide because I had just gone over them in the Stockades boosting guide, but I completely didn't realize not everybody is going to watch every single video that I do put out. So I've linked to the talents in the description of that video if you do need them. What I don't really enjoy in guide videos is when you want to see like the actual meat of the guide, but they sit there and they talk about gear and talents at the beginning. So what I'll probably do with my guides, I'll put the talents and the gear at the end so we can get into the juicy bit first. And then the people that do need that extra little bit of help figuring out what spec they're going to play, that can go towards the end of the video. On that same note, with the SM boosts, I've actually got the Cath 1 pull down. So I might put a video out on that soon if you guys want to try that. It's really fun. It is very spicy, and there is a 1% chance as well you can get stunned out of your bubble. And if that happens, it's pretty much instant death. But the 1 pull's been real fun. So on the how to play your new Prot Paladin tank video, heaps of people asking for my weak auras. Definitely want to get those out to you guys, but right now there's a problem with the seal twisting. So the seal persists for 500. So the seal persists for 400 milliseconds once you switch, and right now that's causing the weak aura to stack 2 seals on top of each other. It just looks real messy. So once I fix that up, I'll get them out to you. I also need to adjust because obviously we only had 4 stacks of Holy Shield in Classic. We have 8 now, so I need to adjust that as well. I have just so much to do at the minute, but yeah, I'll try and get them out before launch for you guys. Other than that, questions have just come in about future videos. You guys want to see more gearing guides. You guys want to see more actual like mechanical skill guides of how to play the Prot Pally. So that's all stuff I intend to do. I'm trying to make a video a day at the moment. As soon as this one's up, I'll be straight onto the next one. So thanks for all the subs, guys. We did 200 subs overnight. If you're not subbed yet, feel free to join. There'll be a link in the description to my Discord, my Patreon, and my Twitch. Feel free to join any of those that appeal to you, and I'll see you in the next one.